Hello, 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 and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pearson here. I hope you're doing well today. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you're watching 500 Days of Drawing. We're going to be doing some light figurative works, NSFW style. Actually, probably is not that much. We're just going to do some naked figure drawing, some nude drawings of the female model, ranging from 2 minutes to 5 minutes or 2 minutes to 10 minutes. It all depends. We'll see what happens. So let's begin, man. Oh, wait. We got to do a few things. Get some music in here, get some little background tunes, and we'll be on our way. Hey. Doing well today. Doing pretty well myself. Just you know what, man? I don't get this. I'm adjusting my like headphones, and I just can't seem to. It just doesn't. This doesn't want to agree with me. Just doesn't want to agree with me. All right. So let's begin. Let's get my thing all set up here. We're gonna do 2-minute figure drawings, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna move from there to 5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Let me there we go. Okay. Start. So draw the head. Actually, I'm going to draw a mark to kind of get the angles of the body. As I said, it's been a while since I've drawn the figure, and I need to kind of really get just loosen up a little bit. So we're going to draw the general like forms as like just shapes at the moment. We're not going to get much started outside of that because I just want to kind of get the relative angles for this one. So she's looking up, her neck looking up this way, and let's go ahead and let's draw a shape for the head. I'm going to treat the head more like block forms for these 2-minute drawings, and I might graduate from there, but right now we're going to just kind of do block forms. And then there we go. Okay, we have less than a minute. Let's go ahead. So I'm not expecting much in 1 minute. I just kind of want to get warmed up. So we're gonna do a few of these. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like I don't know. We'll see how many I'm gonna get done. 5 maybe, and then do like 2 5-minute long drawings, something like that. Because what I want to do is I just want to kind of get warmed up. As I said, I was a little bit rusty when I started the other day, and I really want to kind of get warmed up to that. So always got to remind myself of this. Always start with the head, and then start with the head, the top. Oh, I don't know. This is kind of a weird angle. And then let's move to a general angle of the body of sorts. So woke up at 5 this morning. Actually, I hit the snooze button a couple of times, but I woke up at 5. And what I like to do in the morning is I wake up at 5, and it sucks, but I try to wake up at 5 so I can get a head start on the day. But what usually happens is I make coffee, and then I proceed for the first hour to kind of just wake up, you know? Like, so for that first hour, I'm like just kind of getting acclimated to the idea that I'm awake at that time. And then, so I'll do that for like the first hour. I'll have coffee, and I'll just kind of sit there. And I'll really will procrastinate with the day, because I actually wake up with the intention of doing things earlier. But that never happens. What usually happens is I just kind of um, drink coffee for about 30 minutes, and then I go downstairs and I exercise. And what I've been doing is I've been doing Dorian Yates training program, essentially, and that's called high intensity, or HIIT. And it's a different type of HIIT. It's not the kind of HIIT that you do for I guess, don't forget to draw the head, um, for like CrossFit. That's like HIIT on steroids. Actually, Dorian was on steroids, but it's like HIIT for people that are on drugs, or they're taking something, because like that's, you're just gonna need that. So it's, dude, I was doing that this morning. So I don't like doing it because it's early in the morning. I'm tired. I've had coffee, and I just want to go back to bed generally. And most of the time I'm not. I've gone to bed a little bit later than I probably should, you know. Um, so today was back. Was it back? It was back day. And so, what did I do? So I started out with a warm-up set of like cable pullovers, and then I moved on to cable pullovers suck, by the way, because I don't have a machine to do them. Well, I do. But they really, I have like a problem with my shoulder, and every time I do cable pullovers, I feel a giant pinch. So I got to figure out a different method to doing cable pullovers that is not going to cause like that to happen, because it's actually quite painful. So I did some cable pullovers, and that is intended as a pre-exhaustion for your lats, so that you do that to kind of prime to exhaust your lats, so that you so that the lat pull downs are a little bit more challenging and more exhausting than they would normally be. So it's kind of like a warm-up slash it's a warm-up slash pre-exhaustion method. So I did that, and then you move over to a V-bar pull down, which is a V-bar handle. It's kind of like one of these it's the kind of bar that you see that people usually use for doing like cable rows on a machine. You know, it's this handle that it's shaped like a V, and you put your hands on both sides, and you do a cable pullover or a cable row with it. So I was using that as for a lat pull down, and did that for I think I'm struggling to get like 11 reps. It's only the thing about the workouts is you're only doing one set at max effort. So you're doing one set, and it's at as many reps as you can at that set. And so that's what I did. I did like 11 reps, And I tried to focus on this. I've been trying to like remind myself on these workouts to kind of squeeze a little bit, to squeeze on the exercise. Um, the reason why is because that is going to initiate like more of a contraction, and so I think that doing that is supposed to help with like the building of muscle, or at least I don't know, or maybe just make it more challenging. I don't know if it's an actual catalyst to building muscle, but it does make it more challenging because you're introducing a new stimulus. And so I did that for about 11 reps or so. Then did dumbbell rows at I don't know, I want to say 95 pounds. It's probably more like 110, 115 pounds or something like that. Like 12 reps. I can't really tell because I haven't weighed the bar or like the dumbbells that I'm using. Like they're like Olympic style dumbbells that you put Olympic style weights on, and so like they're like pretty beefy. So I think the actual bars that I'm using to do dumbbell rows weigh like 15 pounds. So I might be doing like 115 pound dumbbell row. I'm not sure, simply because of the fact that I don't know the official weight of the bars that I'm using. All I know is I added 95 pounds onto those bars outside of the actual initial weight of the dumbbell bars themselves. So I did about 11 of those, and then went to wide grip bar rows, and was it like 190 pounds for this wasn't that good. 190 pounds for let's see, 190 pounds for roughly, I think 12 reps, 11 reps. I don't know. Either way, it's like a 2-rep increase from last week, and it's a 5-pound increase from last week as well. So I'm excited. I'm happy that that was the case with my growth there. And this time I actually changed the weight. The last exercise was deadlifts, but I was doing before today, I was doing like you would call them like sumo style deadlifts where your legs are really wide apart. But this time I decided that I'm going to just focus on having the workout be predominantly what would you call it? Back, working specifically on the back. So I decided to do more of a Roman style deadlift, or kind of like a stiff leg deadlift almost, And so I decided to do that instead of the wide leg deadlift, because the wide leg deadlift really hits those the glutes a lot, especially if you flex at the top. And I decided that I'm not going to do that this time, and I'm just going to focus on it being a back exercise. The thing about doing like a Roman stiff leg deadlift is that you're really kind of also I wasn't touching the ground, so like it was a deadlift where you don't touch the ground. So you work out the tension is you have tension 100% of the time on your back or on your leg, on your muscles while you're doing the exercise. I think I did it for about 13 reps at 185 pounds. What happened was, though, I could have done more if I was using straps, but I my grip started failing, and that usually happens at the end of my back workout. Is like my grip really starts to fail around that time. Um, really, because of the just overall, it just starts failing because I have been basically pulling weight the entire time. So because I've been working, doing a bunch of workouts that require me to grip things, the my grip starts to fail near the end of the workout, and that's okay. I'm not too upset that it started to fail at that time frame, but it just means that I do a few less reps, a few less sets, repetitions on the last workout, and I think I'll allow that. And so that's what I did, and that was my workout. Then after the workouts, I typically have like it's called, like, I use like pea protein. I don't use whey protein. I use this pea protein, not because it's my choice. It's my wife's. I just use that. It's like, I'll just take that protein. I'm pretty sure she doesn't appreciate me taking a protein, but I actually don't use a lot. They say you should use 2 scoops. I only use 1 scoop, because I'm eating enough as it is. I'm trying to focus on eating every 2 to 3 hours, and not a lot, just something, and that's something I normally don't do. I never really focused on eating every 2 to 3 hours. I just started doing that, and because I figure if I'm going to be working out, might as well actually benefit from it and actually get some muscle mass from it. Because if you work out and you just like don't eat, you're not really going to show the growth that you want or the improvement that you want. Like if you're a teenager and you're just hitting your hormone balance, right? Like you're gonna get like those newbie gains, right? But if you've been doing it for a while, you're going to be wasting a lot of your time by not consuming anything or not eating, essentially. So you need to be eating food. And that's one of the components I normally miss with my my exercise regimen is I don't really eat, and I don't really eat a lot. And so that was it. I had a protein shake, had breakfast. I think I had 1 egg, some oatmeal. And then after that, man, to be honest, I was beat, man. I was surprised at just how much energy that was sucked out of me from that workout. It was only like 45 minutes. Like it was only 45 minutes, and I was surprised just like how much it sapped out of me. And so like after that, I just things that I do art, I work in the evenings, and then I also have a resell side hustle right now. That would like to be like my main thing. So I resell on eBay, and after breakfast and after everything was all said and done, I decided that I started working on my resell stuff, and I was doing it very casually. Like I only spend about 2 hours on my reselling business each day, and even that 2 hours is probably more productive than a lot of the many of the regular people that work on eBay, because I still get a lot more done. Like I was able to post enough items, I was able to ship and get stuff out, etc. And so I only worked about 2 hours on my eBay business, posted some stuff. I had a few things I had to do that took me a little bit longer, when I first started eBay, I started doing like, they call it everyday sellers, where they like, you just sell everything, where you just grab whatever you think is going to sell, or things that you think are going to have they're going to sell. And I was doing it. I was selling kind of like everything for a while, and then so I have a lot of like leftover items that were part of my everyday selling like lineup, but I never posted them all. And the thing about being everyday sellers is, and everything seller is your items. The reason why you don't, it's not always necessarily a good thing to be an everything seller, is because you have all these items and you have to like research each and every item before you put them up for sale. And so if you don't know everything about everything, it takes a little bit of time. So there's these items I had, and I had to do some research to really figure out like the actual value of them. And that takes time. It takes time, and yeah. So it took time to do that, a lot longer, because I had some items that were not part of my regular lineup, and I was putting them on my eBay store, and which means because they're not part of my regular lineup, they usually means I'm spending more time than necessary, or more time on those objects. So I did my eBay, sold a few things, packaged them up, and put them in the mailbox or pickup. I usually schedule a package pickup so that I don't have to go to the post office. Sometimes I will. That's not always the case. I don't always schedule a package pickup, but about 75, like 25, 75. So like or like half and half, maybe. I'll probably do it half and half. So like half the time I'll drop off to the post office, the other half I'll have a pickup. It all depends on like timing and the sales of objects. So if I have a lot of items that sold, or if I have to go somewhere, like if I have to go somewhere, I might as well just drop off at the post office. There's a lot of factors as to why I would a lot of reasons as to why I go to choose to go to the post office as opposed to the what would you call it? Choose to go to post office as opposed to scheduling like scheduling a pickup. So I'm just going to look for one more photo that I'm comfortable drawing with. I think I passed up one that was really good, and then I decided that I'm looking for one that like interests me, but also one that I feel, yeah, this one is going to be good. All right, so this is my last figure. Better make it count. So after eBay, I tell you what, man, my daughter wasn't feeling too good. I found out that she wasn't feeling too good later on, until when I took a temperature, and her temperature was pretty high, and I was like, sweetie, you just need to rest. But before that, she took a nap, and that's how I know when things are not on the up and up. When your kid takes a nap, especially later on when they get older, something's up. So like, she took a long nap, and I'll admit, I took the nap with her. I was like, this is nice. I'm gonna take a nap, because as I said, like the workout I took really sapped the energy out of me. But she napped for an incredibly long time, and that is a red flag for me. Is if she sleeps for a long time. She must be a little under the weather, you know. So she was a little bit under the weather, and I decided that she felt a little warm. So I took her temperature, and I was like, "Oh boy, you need to kind of chillax." And guess what? Because you're not feeling 100%, you get to kind of do nothing and be spoiled for a little bit, you know. That's like the one nice thing about like when you were sick as a kid. You get to like be spoiled. You get to sit and watch TV and like do nothing. Like you get to be, you just do nothing really, and then you just get taken care of, right? It's like the one nice thing as a kid was, okay, you're not feeling well, so you just stay right there and I'll take care of whatever you need for the day, right? Um, so that's what I did, is like we just kind of chillaxed for the day. And yeah, it was pretty busy, or not busy, but like pretty, I don't know. I say I don't know. That none of this is busy. But I tell you what, I was really excited about today. Like I just found this out. And I said to myself, "Oh my gosh, if I had money, like if I had like money and space, I would be totally into this." I found out I used to be a total like comic nerd as a kid. Not necessarily a comic nerd. I was more interested in the figures. Like I was more interested in the toys of comics than the comics themselves. Uh, and I was kind of like a comic nerd back in the day. And this is a weird figure. I don't think I set this one up real well, quite honest with you. So I was a comic nerd, and there is a Hasbro now has like a whole thing that I didn't even know about. They have this whole like crowdfunded like program now for toys. You can crowdfund like all these toys nowadays, like really cool looking toys. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make these short runs or short prints of toys that we think customers might like, but we're not going to start production on them unless we get a fair amount of pre-orders set. And I was like, that's cool. And I thought to myself, if I was still in the comics and I had the room and whatever, I would totally be into that, because they had a Galactus special edition like 32-inch figurine that was freaking ridiculous. And I was like, oh my gosh, man, I wish I had known about this when they were doing that run. I would have definitely backed that, because I would have been like all on that. Because I'm a huge like nerd. Now I don't even read comics anymore, but like as I said, like I just love the action figures. There's like something that is just like, I feel like the character from 40-Year-Old Virgin, where like that guy always had all these toys and he never took them out of the package. That was me. I never took them out of the package. I had all these toys. I don't know why I collected them. They just brought me joy. They just brought me joy. And so, yeah, I was like, wow, that's cool, man. If I had known about this, I would be in deep trouble later, like, because I would have been buying stuff left and right. Thank goodness there's not a product out there right now that they're asking for backers that I really want. Right now they have like some G.I. Joe figurine out there. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a G.I. Joe fan, so but people like it. But there was a cool one like the Galactus. Another cool one was a Sentinel. And then they had a even cooler, like a Ghostbusters, like life scale Ghostbusters photon pack. That's my thing, man. I'm not even a big Ghostbusters fan, but I think I could get into that. I think they made that in like in celebration of the new Ghostbusters series, new Ghostbusters movie. You know. All right. Well, I'm pretty much done now because that's it. Um, it's 31 minutes. I think I should just kind of call it a day. And yeah, call it a day, and maybe just yeah, call it a day. So it wasn't a bad drawing run. I think I got some nice stuff, nice drawings out of it. This one, this area is kind of like a little bit odd, but that was okay. That one was starting to turn out okay too. That one's okay. Yeah, some of these are okay. I'm not really too bad. I'm not upset about any of these. You know, not at all. That is it for the day, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. This is Pearson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.